Senator from Arkansas.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today I rise to recognize members of the greatest generation who courageously helped defeat the German army at the Battle of the Bulge and dealt a critical blow to the Nazi regime. On this day 75 years ago, American soldiers continued the resilience they demonstrated for 4 weeks. On December 16, 1944, the Ardennes forest of the Luxembourg and Belgium area, American soldiers were unexpectedly attacked by the Germans. Allied forces were unprepared, they were outnumbered, and facing record low temperatures and dwindling supplies. Still, the men on the front lines dug in to defend against the enemy. Arkansan Bill Strauss was one of the brave men who faced the bitter cold and dire conditions. With lack of sleep and shortage of food, he and his fellow troops endured this extreme test of will and resolve. I met with Bill in 2019 to help him celebrate his 100th birthday and thank him for his service and continued commitment to sharing his experiences with others. It's been 75 years, but Bill's recollection of the details of the unimaginable circumstances he faced was still very clear. He talks about his memories as part of the Battle of the Bulge in order to honor his fellow soldiers who weren't so fortunate, as well as teach succeeding generations about the realities of war and the remarkable perseverance of American troops. The 6-week battle demonstrated the commitment, courage, and resilience of Bill and all American soldiers. It was the largest battle ever fought by the U.S. Army. British Prime Minister Winston Churchill called it the greatest American battle of the war. It came at a considerable cost. More than 89,000 American soldiers were casualties, including 19,000 soldiers that were killed, 47,500 that were wounded, and 23,000 captured or missing in action. The people of Belgium and Luxembourg have a close place in their hearts for American soldiers who sacrificed their lives on foreign soil. They continue to display that gratitude today. A couple of weeks ago, I led a group of my fellow senators to both countries to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge. We experienced how the town of Bastogne, Belgium, observes this anniversary. The tremendous community support was welcoming of American veterans who fate had brought together in 1944 there in the town and in the nearby forest to defend Bastogne and hold off the German advance. I was honored to visit with American veterans who fought in the battle and were returning to the land they defended. There are fewer and fewer who are able to join, but that doesn't diminish what they did there or the steadfast way they fought and sacrificed in the name of freedom. My colleagues and I are also had the unique opportunity to witness a ceremony by the 101st Airborne Division among the foxholes in Belgium. These foxholes, once occupied by soldiers, including those from Easy Company, the heroes immortalized in the celebrated Band of Brothers book and miniseries, remain preserved. They stand as a stark reminder of the bitter cold and inhospitable conditions our soldiers withstood for so many days. This solemn ceremony was a special way to remember those who had fought and honor those whose lives were taken too early. Following World War II, the Belgian people raised money to build a memorial to show their appreciation for the selfless sacrifice of American troops. The Martyson Memorial was dedicated in 1950. The walls of the star-shaped structure commemorate the battle, paying tribute to the units that fought there and representing the states where those wounded or whose lives were lost hailed from. This memorial is in need of repairs. That's why I support legislation that Senator Tillis introduced that would let experts at the American Battle Monuments Commission oversee its restoration. Maintaining this memorial is critical to ensuring, making sure that the what the monument stands for, the service, the sacrifice made by Americans at the Battle of the Bulge will continue to be remembered for generations to come. I encourage my colleagues to support this bill so future generations can reflect on the heroism and bravery of our troops. We can be proud of the unwavering bravery of the American service members and the Allied forces whose efforts defeated the German attack and led to the end of the Nazi regime. It is fitting we recognize the 75th anniversary of the battle that both shaped the future of combat and ushered in a new era of comedy between Europe and the United States.